Grand Rising, Pod Folk.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm on my little John shit today. Yeah. Yeah.
Remember when Dave Chappelle had a running joke
Okay.
with Lil Jon throughout his
What?
episodes? It was pretty epic.
What?
Dave Chappelle was on it at that moment in time. Pod Folk, welcome.
What's up, everybody? Hey, let's go ahead and get straight into things. It's your boy Sincere Da Vinci.
It's your boy Jay Hunnit.
And this is the Jason Podcast. What's happening, y'all?
Sir.
What's good?
We back for another week, bitches.
What's good? What's up, Brandis?
Hey, Brandis.
So, how you feeling this week? How was your week? What's up, Coach? What's happening?
Hey, Coach Aisha, shout out to you. Grand Rising. Yes. We are here. We are back.
We in here. Yeah, we in here. You heard?
We had a good week overall, to be quite honest. Very productive as always. You know, from a physical standpoint, from a mental standpoint, you know, from any kind of standpoint you can think about. I have no complaints. I try not to stress the things that I can't control, and I just steadily move on and just do what I have to do for myself and my family. Plain and simple.
I hear that.
How was your week, kind sir?
I don't remember a lot of it. I was really high. I was high.
Okay. That's also a good thing.
It was. It was stress-free. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
It was very stress-free.
I'm all for that.
I was very relaxed. My wife was gone for a few days on business, so I missed her for a bit.
Okay.
But she came back.
So it wasn't less stressful because she was gone, basically.
No, it was more stressful because she was gone.
Exactly, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But she came back, you know what I mean, like she always does. Okay. And we was happy. I had a surprise for her this weekend, but it didn't happen.
Oh, damn.
She hasn't seen Hocus Pocus yet, the original or the
original movie? Okay.
So I have some like...
Well, we're in the same boat because I've only seen Hocus Pocus in parts.
I got like Halloween cookies like to bake and everything in the fridge. Right. And we're going to watch Hocus Pocus and bake Halloween cookies this weekend. Haven't gotten to it yet, but we have time before Halloween.
Sounds great.
So, you know what I mean? We'll see what happens.
No,
stress-free works. Stress-free does work well, Coach. All right. So we got a bunch of things to talk about today. But before we start any of that, before we get into anything, there is something I would like to go. Oh, what did I do? There we go. Okay. There are things that I would like to put up before we start. And I'm going to go ahead and do that right now.
I actually want to mention something. You know, someone that looks at this show, they don't really engage, but they look at the show. They were saying that I'm probably the only person like on social media or on any type of podcast that displays the American flag and it doesn't look racist.
I don't know if you know what, I'm gonna let that live in his own.
I'm like, okay, whatever that means, but thanks, I guess, you know.
I'm gonna let that live in his own.
I guess I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you to the person who said that. I'm not gonna say any names, but
oh, excuse me. Okay, so on Friday, my brother Dave, if you know Dave from Convos, you know Dave from the Paxtons, you know Dave from
Dave and Sam.
Dave and Sam, if you know Dave from Triple SC.
Dave who wrote Cozy for Beyonce, Dave. Exactly.
Yeah. If you know David, he has a new visual that came out.
That's on my Friday, guy right there.
The 18th, called Love Feels. And I'm gonna just play a quick snippet of it for y'all.
By the way, Pod Folk, we have an extensive interview back in 2020 with Dave as well, if you're willing to dig back on their crates.
It was the last interview we did because the pandemic hit. We was in Cali.
Yep, we were in Cali.
In LA and did the interview and had to get the fuck up out of there or we was going to be stuck in LA.
Exactly. You remember that time?
Bro, that shit was great. Because we was also at the podcast convention too. Things were going very well before the
things
pandemic.
were marching forward, man. Yeah, definitely. It was a great time to be alive. But the good thing is we're still here to recuperate.
We're gonna get back. Back. So here we go. The clip. It's only a 15-second snippet of the video.
Shout out to Heather West as well.
Shout out to Heather. Yeah, shout out to Brendan also. Hold on, here we go.
Stand up, let me Stand up, let me see something. Stand up, let me see something.
Yeah, so go ahead. Love Feels, Dave plus Sam, Love Feels out
Visuals
now
are out. Yep.
on YouTube. Go watch that. Go run it up. Share
Go
with your
support
homies.
that.
Go
Yep.
do all that. You know
Hell yeah.
what? I'm gonna run it back one more time. Hold up.
Stand up, let me see something. Stand up, let me see something.
Feel good music. Feel good music.
Yeah. Hold
And
on.
the way Dave snapped on that, oh man.
Crazy. Hold up. Let's see. Oh, that's cute. Oh, thank you, Bellamy. Oh, Brandis. Because the Patriot. That's back on it for sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, Dave, let's get it. Yeah, I like that
Getting
sound.
positive feedback
Yeah.
already. Getting positive
There we go.
feedback already.
Yeah, so go stream that, run that up. You know what I mean?
For that snippet. Yeah.
So the first thing we're gonna get into, I'm just gonna play the snippet. I'm just gonna play it.
He put a text to me today. He said, "White lives." My dad is an educated ex-Black Panther, and he put a text to me today. He said, "White lives matter." Ha 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 ha. And I said, I thought the shirt was a funny shirt. I thought the idea of me wearing it was funny. And I said, "Dad, what do you think it was funny?" He said, just a Black man stating the obvious. Yeah. And, my dad doesn't listen to rap music, and he's like super educated. We opened up a water distribution center in the Dominican Republic together. He's like the original Steve Jobs, but he was getting blocked every which way with all of his ideas, and he didn't have an endless bank account, and he didn't have an Instagram. So all these ideas, he had to take them back and compress them. Like, my dad is the most brilliant person that I know, and we actually have a strained relationship.
Okay, so Brandis also says she's talking about the January 6ers, not the football team. Copy. Kanye has been in the news recently for the White Lives Matter t-shirt, for getting banned from Instagram and Twitter for anti-Semitic comments, for just being Kanye. I spoke on the t-shirts on Convos. I spoke on Ye in general. I've said it here before. I'm at the point with Ye where I don't believe is necessarily I don't believe calling him crazy is writing him off. That's too easy. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in just calling someone crazy and brushing them to the side. That's not what it is. And I don't believe Ye is crazy. I don't believe Ye is crazy at all. I also do believe that when a creative is in a manic or painful space, that they are best at their craft. We love our artists, whether it be music or acting or whatever. It seems like that fucked up, dark, drug induced, whatever it is, places when they put out their best work. I don't know what it is. It's almost a not giving a fuck about anything around you and embracing everything, good, bad, or in between, that allows you to create without boundaries. And we love our creatives, in those realms. And then when they get sick, or when they get healthy, or when they get clean, the first thing we always say is, I miss the old, I miss the drugged up Wayne. I miss high Wayne, or I miss, what I mean? Like, it's just statements that have always been made about creativity and artists.
Well, I miss when Mary J. Blige was going through it, for
Right.
instance, at that moment, because she made her best absolute music.
Right. Shit like that. Like,
yeah.
it's just the pain and the suffering brings about a certain level of creation. And for me, Ye is not crazy. Ye may be a little maybe aimed at the wrong things. He may be pointing the energy the wrong way. No, excuse me. He may be pointing his energy or setting his energy in the wrong way. But I believe Ye is very calculated in what he's doing.
I mean, he's a billionaire, so he has to be doing something right.
Exactly. I believe that whatever Ye is doing, he's doing it for a reason, and he has the power, he has the money, he has the influence to do what he wants. And there are some people who there is no reason to why they do what they do. Some people just do what the fuck they want because they can.
Nah, but you hit on a super point in a sense where you say that Kanye is not crazy, and crazy is often used to, I think, dismiss people, and it's been used throughout my time since I've been alive, basically. And I think with Kanye, it's a sense where everyone has an agenda, and Kanye has definitely his agenda, and he has the power, the money, and the influence, as you just said, to execute these things. So that's why we keep hearing about Kanye left and right. I think he's due to come out in Drink Champs. I don't know if it came out already or he's gonna come out again. So a lot of people are gonna be tuned into that because Drink Champs obviously has a large audience. So a lot of people are gonna be, looking for it basically, on their cell phones and on their TVs or whatever the case is. But going back to Kanye, I just think at this moment, he's a skilled marketer. He's using all of his resources to get all the attention possible. And it's just red flags all over, even though we're not going to sit here and just call him crazy. There's still a lot of red flags, when it comes to Kanye and the dangerous messages and this agenda that he's trying to spread, especially with that White Lives Matter t-shirt. I mean, like, what's that all about? It's like you could mock possibly the people who were behind the movement and whatever they did with the money, whatever the case is, but you can't mock the actual message. And the actual message, once again, wasn't excluding anybody. It was just basically stating that we're just as important as everyone else, which I don't see anything wrong with that. So a lot of people often pinpoint or just cherry pick, the message or who's behind the message.
He also, in that very same interview, he also said, Jay, that the reason he made the shirt, it was, which if you hear it out of context, it doesn't make sense. But he says he uses it in a way that when people go, like, Kanye, are you okay? Are you okay? Like, so when people, he said he used it in that way. So when he created it and, it was White Lives Matter. Do White Lives Matter? Of course, nigga, we all know White Lives Matter. That's why we had to make t-shirts that said other lives matter, because everyone knows White Lives Matter. And that was his thing behind it.
Right.
But again, when you just put this on a t-shirt with no context, that's not how it comes across.
Of course not, because people are going to interpret it in different ways.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's what I mean, like, depending on the message that you put out and, you not having any context behind it could be very dangerous. But, people do what they do. So,
what's up, Thickums?
Hey, Barbs. People just do what they do, and like I said, he's an expert when it comes to marketing. So, and getting attention, obviously. So I think that's more so the agenda than anything else. It's just to grab the attention of people, and in doing it so in a dangerous way, which I obviously don't agree with. But to each his own. What I try to do is basically not consume anything that Kanye puts out. I'm not willing to support him anymore in any way, especially musically. And, when it comes to, political Kanye, like, I really don't care about political Kanye or that Kanye that's trying to gain everybody's attention. to me, he's in that same line of people, just like Donald Trump and all these right wingers and even these left wingers as well, that always, just trying to get the attention of people, making it seem like everyone else is delusional and they're absolutely correct. And they actually just spread the right information and it's 100% accurate and true. Something that like my pastor used to do back in the day.
I feel like, real quick, let me get to some of these. Let me get to some of these comments right quick. Hold on, 1 second. There we go. There we go. I had to reload this up. Oh, I miss old Kanye. Brandis. Have you seen the interviews he's posting on? No, I haven't. I have not seen that. Kanye wants to talk about the black rate of terminating pregnancies in New York without addressing the mortality rate in the same place. More than 3 times the national average. 12% of black women die in labor or during pregnancy in New York City. And he wants to talk. The fact that he made me feel bad for Kim is where I got off the ride. He made me feel bad for Kim K. He's a risk taker, and that's why he's winning. The thing about when you take risks, and the thing about when you have the money and influence he has, is that there are always going to be people who want to be part of what you're doing, regardless of what it is, because they see it as a financial or a political or a influential gain for them in some way. I don't know where I stand as far as supporting Kanye creatively. I don't support Kanye in a political manner. I never have. He's not in a position to run any political,
of course not,
thing. So, but on this side of things, on this side of things here, I do find myself intrigued by Kanye as a journalist. The journalism of Ye, I do find this side of it. I would love to talk to Ye. I would love to get Ye on the show. I would love to be able to pick his brain and talk to him and really have a conversation with him. This side of things I'm interested in. I am not interested in his new shoes. I am not interested in his new clothing line. I am not interested in those slippers. You lost me on all that. At least for now. Because with Ye, I also believe in growth. I do not stand for what I stood for 15 years ago. Hopefully in 15 years, I've grown more. And I can, be more influential, and I might not believe in or care or stand for what I stand for now. Life might have changed that. But, I would still love to talk to that man and see how it goes. All right. So we're gonna go ahead into we're gonna go into something a little less deep before we get back into some deeper things. So snow crab season is canceled due to 1 billion snow crabs gone missing. 1 billion snow crabs been gone missing. 1 billion. I need you to think about that. 1 billion snow crabs went missing. So they had to cancel snow crab season. Jay, are you going to get your fix of snow crabs somehow?
No, I don't think I'm going to get my fix. I just think that the way we're treating the earth has something to do with it. And also the fact that I think there was a company that got to the snow crabs before the companies that go out to go get the snow crabs.
It's good, D.
D was having it. So somebody out there stole a whole lot of crab legs from us, and we have yet to find out who it was. So we need to find out. I don't know. We need more cameras out in sea, or like I don't know, some satellite picture cameras or something like that. Cause like this is just crazy. So now I'm gonna have to pay double and triple the amount of the price that I paid for maybe a few years ago for some snow crabs.
Bro,
like you guys gotta be kidding me with this right now.
I'm about to start selling snow crabs like crack.
People are already complaining about oxtail, and I think the same complaints and grievances are gonna come out for these snow crabs as well.
I'm about to get a deep freezer and throw nothing but snow crabs and oxtail in it. That's it. Snow crabs and oxtails. And I'm selling it at astronomical rates.
Jeez.
But I'm the only nigga on the block with him. Only nigga out. First off,
investing.
how you lose a billion snow crabs?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Niggas didn't lose a million. Niggas didn't lose one shipment. Niggas lost an entire billion snow crabs.
That's a lot of snow crabs.
That's a lot of fucking money. Let's think about it this way.
Yep.
Snow crab. Let's. You know what? Let's give me 30 seconds. Give me 30 seconds. Because we're gonna play a math. We're gonna don't count out loud.
3.
Don't count out loud.
4.
Stop it. Okay. Snow crab legs. We're gonna look up how much snow crab legs cost. Okay. So snow crab legs for 6 pounds. No, we're not gonna look at that. We're gonna go by cluster.
Yeah, you gotta go by the clusters. Yeah.
They got snow crab legs, 3 pounds. That's extra large, 10 to 14 ounces, 104. So that's okay. So that's for 2. So let's just say it is $104. Let's say it's closer to $200. $200 for 6 pounds of snow crab legs, which is about 2. So let's just estimate $100 per crab, just for math.
100?
That means $100 per, and that's just the legs. That's not even the body. Let's just go ahead and say $100.
Just the legs, right?
We're just gonna say $100. $100.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, $100 per 1 billion of these niggas. These niggas lost at least $100 billion.
Mm-hmm.
$100 billion in crabs.
Crazy.
No, D, they are actually missing. There was a shipment of they caught the crabs, and then they had the shipment, and no one knows where these containers with 1 billion snow crabs has gone. So they canceled snow crab season. Nigga said, I'm not stressing them crabs, but 1 billion chickens go missing now. I'm stressing. Bro, you are a fucking fool. You are a fool. They said they went back in the ocean.
They went on a retreat.
Bro, I don't know what to say about this. I thought
bro, you know what I was thinking about too?
What?
Maybe these snow crabs are smart enough now to just hide from all of us.
1 billion?
Yeah, 1 billion of them. Yeah. Just like it took 1 million of us to march, in Washington and all that kind of stuff. They probably just marched right out of our sights and somewhere where they can't be discovered. Like we don't know these things. It was probably a rebellion.
We're not talking about that we couldn't catch them. I see what y'all are saying. We're not talking about
they're saying they're missing. So
no, they're saying they caught them. Like this is what happened.
Oh, that they caught them and then they went missing.
Put them in a crate, and the crates that had 1 billion snow crabs are missing.
Okay.
Somebody walked off with 1 billion snow crabs.
Yeah, so we need to try to reach out to this person, get in touch with them, send them an email or something like that to see if we could get in on this business.
You know what I think happened?
What?
Brandon says, I don't believe it. They do things like that on purpose.
What I think
happened, I know a little bit, not a lot, but I know a little bit about how the crabbing ships work. And I also know that there is the place where the crabs are kept before they go into the canisters, they all have release valve. They all have release buttons in the main ship, which would open and release, and that's how they get in and clean it underneath the boats and such, and so on and so forth.
Right.
I believe somebody made a mistake and released them shits after they got caught, and will not fess up to them being the niggas who did it. And
okay.
Just saying that they lost, like the shipment got
it's just
lost
missing.
somewhere. Yeah,
it's just lost.
Just lost somewhere. Somebody accidentally let them hoes back out into the ocean.
I think so too.
There's a billion snow crabs somewhere right now, just piled up.
Yep.
And they just moving around very slowly. They're probably having a big snow crab orgy.
Maybe, yeah, and producing even more snow crabs out of that. Yeah, definitely.
Like I said, man, they little crabs, just an excuse to raise the prices. Nah, one of them earth animal lover opened a container. Exactly. D got it. One of them opened a container.
One of them Peter niggas did that.
Oh, fuck Peter, bro. Fuck Peter, bro. They be ruining niggas' fur coats. All right. So let's go on to something. Yeah. All right. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep the two deeper conversations in between the lesser conversation. So Alex Jones streams Parkland verdict while asking for donations. Now, before if you don't know, I need to explain to you how disgusting this is. I gotta put you back. But Alex Jones ran a YouTube page and a website called InfoWars for years. He is one of these conspiracy theorists who believes that everything that happens is a conspiracy and nothing is real and blah, 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 blah. One of the things that he has been known and fucking disgusting for is claiming that the Parkland school shooting never actually happened. He was saying that none of these kids actually died. They never existed. These parents are actors. Like, for years, he was out here spewing just fucking false narratives about the Parkland shooting. In August, he lost a lawsuit to one of the children's parents that he now must award them $50 million for defamation. And then the class action, the whole lawsuit from every victim, came in this week. It was on what, Tuesday? I want to say it was, no. It was probably on like Wednesday or Thursday. Now, see, the verdict for the actual shooter of the Parkland massacre was also this week. So was this trial for Alex Jones, who has already been banned from all social media, been banned from YouTube, all that shit. His verdict came back first. He lost his verdict and now has to award the families of the Parkland shooting $960 million. So it is over $1 billion he has to pay out to the families of this massacre, who he has fucking spent the last couple of years ruining their lives, having people show up to these folks' homes to see if they are real, having people send pictures of their dead children to their home, all types of fucked up shit, because the people who follow him believe what he says. So the day after he gets his verdict, on Friday, the Parkland shooter verdict comes in. Guilty. They then decide that the jury suggests that he be given life without parole. But this fucking disgusting booger of a fucking person, Alex Jones, had the nerve to stream the other verdict the day after of the Parkland shooting. The same people he claimed didn't happen. The same people he spent antagonizing. The same people he just lost to. He live streamed it from his website while talking over it and asking for donations and saying that these are the people that sent me into bankruptcy. So if you can, please donate to me because these people ruined my life. I know some scumbags. I know some scumbags. Alex, you might be the fucking worst scumbag on the face of the planet. If not the biggest scumbag on the face of the planet, Alex Jones, you are one of the biggest scumbags on the face of the planet. I am so disgusted with you that my real name, I'm disgusted I share any part of a name with you. I'm disgusted that I have to breathe the same air on the same planet that you do. I don't even want you, like, I don't wish death on anyone. I don't want you to die because that's the easy way out. I just didn't know they made people that disgusting anymore. I knew they existed way back then. We've seen the Holocaust. We've seen slavery. But humans have progressed. I didn't know they made niggas who, I didn't know they made people as disgusting as Alex Jones anymore. That's wild to me. That's wild to me. I'm not going to spend another minute on this. For me, I wanted to share this information because I need people to understand that there are people out here like this. And I thought that this was the most disgusting thing I have heard in a very fucking long time. So Alex Jones, there isn't a word that the English language has created that I can use to describe you in one sentence, in one word, in one adjective. I just hope, and that's all I can do. I hope at some point, someone, somewhere, catches you with the uppercut of a lifetime. Just one. And knocks some fucking sense into you. I need a nigga to hit you with the tiger uppercut from Street Fighter. The heady Tikyokin, one of those. Perfect. Just lay a nigga out. And maybe get some sense. Jay, the floor is yours, bro.
Thank you very much, kind sir. I definitely appreciate that. So I want to start this off by saying he's basically one of those people that make me wonder why God doesn't actually hit them with lightning, yet leaving them alive to suffer through the burns for the rest of his life. Because there's no difference between him, Pastor Jones. If you know about Pastor Jones, Google that, pod folk. Pastor Jim Jones, to be exact. It's just amazing the lies and the deceitfulness and the things that they consume and the things that they believe coming from one person's mouth. Anything having to do with the cult following, in this sense, when we're talking about this man, it's simply a disgusting sight to begin with. And I just sincerely hope that the court would do their due diligence to seize any new assets that he gets, basically. Because if he was summoned to pay this amount of money, obviously the man has money. And we all know he's going to play this Chapter 11 all the way out, which is called bankruptcy, pot folk. And the court needs to make sure that they go after this money, because there are going to be a lot of stupid people that are actually even worse than him in some shape or form donating to him. There was already someone that donated $1 million towards his cause.
Take all that shit. Every fucking red cent. Every fucking red cent.
Craziness. This is just pure craziness and pure madness. And this just makes us look like the most idiotic society that we have ever seen in the history of the world. And these things right now, they're just completely out of hand. So I think as a society, we're just in a poor place when it comes to America, in which we're choosing to believe someone over anybody else. And we're acting like men don't lie and women don't lie as well. Bro, it's just amazing. It's just amazing the followers you can get spewing utter nonsense and lies and hurting other people on top of that, and just deeming that as free speech. It's like, okay, you're making people feel terrible. You're having families going through it based on your rhetoric. You're making money off this rhetoric as well, which makes it even worse. And then you have people who follow you, just like our neighborhood would follow that pastor all over the place and believe every word that he said without knowing if he had a real agenda, behind the scenes, or he had a different face, behind everything, he was saying. And it's just utterly amazing. It's utterly disgusting. And he's made enough money off the lives of people. And obviously, if they have him paying $1 billion, it's because they believe he has the money to pay it. Because obviously he has enough followers who help him generate that kind of money. And I know how this is going to play out. He's going to claim that he's poor, that he doesn't have a lot of money. Bro, I even heard reports where he would take like private planes to like the court proceedings or whatever the case is. And he'd stay like in these lavish hotels and all this nonsense. And it's like, come on, bro. Like, we just have to do better as people. And the people who are actually donating to me, they're worse than him for perpetuating this as well. And I'm low key.
They're worse? Do you believe they're worse?
I believe they're a lot worse than he is. Yeah, because they're actually perpetuating his nonsense.
I can't believe they're
just as evil.
Because I can't believe they're worse because I see them as sheep following a shepherd.
I see what you mean. That's fair.
A sheep only knows what the shepherd tells them. There's
fair, but
there's a level of competency that these people do have, a lot of them. But when you look at the people in cults and people who follow the people in cults and the people who follow cult leaders, they aren't exactly the Steve Jobs of the world.
No. Like I said, it's totally fair. I just feel like out of all those sheeps, there's actually 1, 2, or 3 that'll actually reflect.
You're right. Those.
Right.
Yeah, those I agree with you positively. Like those might be worse. Like the motherfuckers who are secretly watching
exactly,
Alex Jones
and they
their
know
office in Congress.
Right. Exactly.
Like the ones who secretly watch him on their cell phones and are in positions higher than him, but feed into the bullshit and had the $1 million to donate. Those are the worst ones. But 98% of the people that follow these kind of people are sick. Are not.
Of course. Yeah, by far. And by the way, I just wanted to put something out there. I'm totally tired of these right wingers and even these left wingers as well, claiming that they know everything without having like the actual proof of things. And you can't believe everything a person says, because you're going to sit here and tell me that everything that a conspiracy theorist has to say is completely accurate and that everyone else is just bullshitting and everyone else is a sheep and everyone else is just lying. That's just pure nonsense to me to begin with. Men lie, women lie, plain and simple. There's good, there's evil, plain and simple.
Nigga, not everything I be saying is accurate. I be making up shit all the time.
The thing is, not everything is a conspiracy, and that's what I want people to understand.
I probably made
everything that happens, it's a conspiracy, and it's not.
Exactly, it's not. I probably made up some shit in this show since we done started.
Exactly.
Who knows? It is what it is. Hold up, let's get to some of these comments. We got a lot of them.
Yeah.
Tev, what's up? What's up, family? How you?
Tev, what's happening? Shouts.
Accidentally.
Accidentally. Good
Ron,
morning, fellas.
Good morning,
Ron.
fellas. What's good, Ron? How you feeling, broski? Oh, he done. Dev, rightfully. So, okay, Brandis. Oh, the Caucasity donations. Fuck out of here. Right. As well as Sandy Hook. Yep, that was also it. I lose a $1 billion lawsuit and moving to Russia next day. Nothing left here for me. And I actually think I misspoke. I think it was the Sandy Hook verdict, but it might have been. But either way,
I think it was Parkland.
I think it was Parker. I think I have it correct. Yeah. But I know that it was both schools. He had something to do with it. Either way, he's a sick human being. It doesn't matter which school it was.
Jesus.
Rightfully so. Pay up. Should see the inside of a prison cell. I do want him to see the inside of a prison cell, but I don't think he ever will.
Yeah.
And I also think if he ever sees the inside of a prison cell, they'll kill him. I don't want him to die.
Yeah, we want him to suffer.
We want him to suffer.
Yep.
They can say better. Brandon said at drunk, you better move to Antarctica. Definitely top 5 scumbag. Yeah, of course. Tesla, some people are delusional. He lived in the lifestyle for so long, he believes he can't do any wrong. Agreed, Tev.
Yeah, it was Sandy Hook. It was Sandy Hook.
Sandy Hook. Copy. Yeah. Drunk says, I'm not saying that what Alex did was right, but one of the things I've enjoyed about being an American citizen is our right to say whatever we want. I feel like this steps on that right. See, no. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Here goes a huge misconception about your First Amendment right to free speech. Your First Amendment right to free speech means you get to say whatever you please. But there is nothing on that amendment that says there are no repercussions or consequences for your free speech.
Mm-hmm.
What happens is this is why he got kicked off of YouTube, and all these people who get kicked off of YouTube, they're like, yeah, it's free speech. I can say what I want. You are 100% correct. You have all the rights to say what you want, except when you signed up for YouTube, we told you what our guidelines were. What you are saying no longer lines up with our guidelines and what our sponsors pay us to exist. So we are now going to part ways with you.
It's our company, and we can do whatever we want as well.
That's how that works. So if you are talking about and spreading lies about an actual case, if you are saying that I, as a human being, did not exist and that I was fake and that I was made up by the government as a ploy for whatever the case may be, and then someone can go, no, this is a social security card. This is his address. He was a real life person. You know what that is called? That is called defamation, because you are using your free speech to destroy or defame someone else.
Yep. Or a situation.
If your free speech chooses to be untruthful, you then have the right to be sued by the people you are talking and spreading the lies about. Because your truth, which is lies, is now impacting their truth.
Yeah.
So this is why it's not about the free speech, because your free speech is not.
Or it's impacting the fact of what actually happened.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Alex isn't being punished for saying those things. He's being punished for people listening. People say stuff like that all the time with no consequences. Yeah, no. Don't agree there. Because you can say that all you want to. There's a nigga on 125th right now saying all the same shit, except the difference is no one gives a fuck. You're right.
Exactly.
It's about the platform.
He's not on TV. He doesn't have any type of notoriety. He doesn't have any type of cult following.
And it's not about people.
That's the operative word, cult following.
It's not about quote unquote people listening. It's about what you're saying and who's listening. So yes, Alex Jones may have said something about these school people the same way the dude in the barbershop maybe saying the same shit about the school shooting. The problem is the person in the barbershop we know is crazy and we telling him you wilding out.
Right.
Alex Jones has been saying this at a level where he's able to influence people with lies, with known lies.
And these same people applaud him.
And these same people go out and do shit Like, send pictures of these dead children that didn't exist to the fucking parents of these children who actually fucking existed. That is the problem.
You gotta suffer for that.
There you go. You can say what you want, and there are consequences for that.
Of course.
Oh, fret. No Chapter 11 is no one friend anymore. Bank Forge and Alliance on that shit is just to get paid. But yep.
Yeah.
Give me one moment. Wait. Man, fuck. I'll keep the party going. Italy and Great Britain not too far behind us. We don't look stupid alone.
Fair enough, Brandis.
But these same people are on the same internet as us. They can Google the truth. You're right. A lot. You'll be surprised how many people don't.
Oh no, forget about it, bro. She just spoke about Google. Like, these conspiracy theorists and these people that run wild talking all this, they even say that Google is not even the truth anymore. Like, you know, they've completely like tried to alter like reality in some form or way. And it's just like, okay.
This is why the person made the comment about the cup. Full circle. He's not in jail for what he said, which means he is free. Exactly. I feel y'all. I see both sides of it. It's just a very interesting thing to me. I guess. I mean, I can't find nothing this scumbag say interesting. So I'm good. I'm good on that. So let's go ahead and move on to
segue.
Drake and The Weeknd boycotting the Grammys. Drake and The Weeknd both have officially boycotted the Grammys by having their labels not send their latest bodies of work for consideration, although the singles that they were featured on with other artists still can be and have in the past won awards. How do you feel about them boycotting the Grammys?
I mean, at this point, I think it's... I mean, what else can we say? I mean, there have been a lot of, like, I'd say top tier artists, in a sense, who have boycotted the Grammys. And I think the Grammys overall have lost prestige, you know, since the 90s. And I think artists now are a little bit more independent and they can basically gain their own notoriety without the Grammys as well. So I feel like the Grammys is somewhat of a mafia in a sense. They're going to do things the way they want to do it as well. They're going to want to run things the way they want to run it. And they don't care what anyone else has to say, kind of thing. So I think that's the type of committee, you know, that we're dealing with, you know, at this moment. And, you know, I just applaud you. You know, if you stand for not supporting the Grammys, then that's completely fine. You know, I see the Grammys as somewhat of a political showcase of awards. You know, there's a lot of politics involved. There's a lot of favoritism. You know, so I mean, I applaud those two men. You know, they're just standing for what they believe that they shouldn't be supporting anymore. And if that's the Grammys, then that's completely fine. You know, I don't think the Grammys are I don't think the committee is gonna lose any sleep over this, basically.
No.
And they're gonna carry on. They're gonna have their show. They're still gonna have their audience. You know, and people are still gonna watch.
I'm still gonna watch.
This is exactly my point. People are still gonna watch. So, you know, it's a point where, you know, if you feel strongly about not supporting the Grammys, then by all means don't support them. But just know that the show is still going to go on.
Yeah. Also,
with whatever you think about it.
Side note, Silk Sonic also will not be turning in their album for consideration. They are not quote unquote boycotting the Grammys, but they will not turn.
They're not participating. Basically.
They will not participate. Silk Sonic will not participate. They will not be turning in the album for consideration for awards. So A Night with Silk Sonic is not going to be turned in for consideration for album. I feel like hip hop and rap artists have had a beef with the Grammys for years now. This is nothing new.
Yeah,
I don't think Drake.
Eminem boycotted them years ago.
Yeah, like they've been had a problem with it. Like I remember years ago, Drake literally had bars talking about I never threw away my paper with that Grammy speech because I haven't hit the pinnacles I plan to reach. Like, I remember when Drake wanted the Grammy when it mattered to him,
right?
Before he won any. As a writer, nigga, I would love still to this day I would love to win a Grammy,
of course,
just to have it on the mantle and to have that legacy cemented in a space that is bigger than one genre, bigger than one culture.
Right.
I've gone to the Tony Awards with my wife. To be in that room with that select group of people
Who are talented.
It fills away.
Right.
It makes you. It
inspires you.
It inspires
Yeah.
you.
Mhm.
So I can understand not wanting to put your music there if you feel that it's not judged fairly.
Right.
And I understand not wanting to you know as a Drake or a Weekend. I can understand that. I do.
Yeah.
I'm nowhere near Drake or Weekend.
Right.
I'm not a Drake or a Weekend. I wanted a Grammy since as far as I can remember walking, my nigga.
Right.
Do I think that there's an issue with the system? Yeah.
With the committee itself.
There's a huge problem with the committee. Do I feel like there's a problem with most of the committees at award shows? Yeah.
Of course. And
But
people are always going to disagree.
people are always going to disagree. Do I think that maybe if I win 1 or 2 Grammys that I might feel differently? Yeah. Because once you get it, you dreamed of this your whole life. Once you've obtained this, it's checked off of your bucket list.
Of course.
You no longer need to chase that anymore.
Right.
So maybe if I got one, at that point it was like, man, fuck this shit. I don't need it anymore. But that Weekend in that Drake speech, that boycotting the Grammy shit from Drake and Weekend didn't come before they got them Grammys though, because we knew it mattered to them. Now
back
they're
then,
in a different, yeah, it did. Now
they
it
weren't a
comes from
household
space.
name.
Now that they are who they are and they have won these Grammys and they have spaces and so on and so forth, it matters to them. But it no longer matters to them, but they have them. Kanye, I remember Kanye famously like peed on his in the toilet or whatever the case may be. But Kanye also has like 20 of these shits. But I remember when Ye won like his first couple, and I had the pictures of him hugging them shits.
Also humbled, and yeah,
they meant something at one point. So whether they still mean something to you now, and you can lie and say that they don't mean anything to you now if you want to. Not Drake, not Drake, not Weekend, but Kanye pissing on it, meaning, oh, this doesn't mean anything to me. The fact that you had to go choose that one, statue out of all the statues you have to piss on it, it shows that it holds, at least if not in your eyes, the
it still holds some weight.
Yeah. The weight that it holds. So that's fine. And I'm not mad at them for boycotting the Weekend. By all means, do what you do. But I'm not Drake. I'm not Weekend. I still enjoy watching the Grammys. I still enjoy watching the Oscars.
A lot of people do. That's what I'm saying. They're still gonna have their same audience.
Right. I enjoy it because I've been doing it forever.
Each of these platforms basically have their own core following, and that core following is always going to be there, especially for aspiring artists and new artists, that may want to win a Grammy one day. So that's fine. It's fine either way. It's what you want to do.
Right. We support them. Like I said, we love Drake and we love Weekend on the side, so they got support.
Of course.
Let's see what these comments is talking about. Hola. Anderson and Bruno as well. Yep. Talked about that. Yep. I haven't watched an award show in years. They just don't hit the same no more. Drake Ben said F the Grammys from the beginning. Yeah, no, that's not what he said. That is not what he said, Brandis, because I just quoted, and that was Anyway, social media made it where he ain't gotta watch award shows no more. Catch the best clips on IG or Twitter. Correct. That is true. I know a few people in the academy, and the voting is based on favorites and alphabets. The lesser categories get fewer votes because people don't complete the voting. So like if you're at the beginning of the alphabet and at the end of the voting list, you'll get more votes because people are lazy. Getting a Grammy doesn't even mean nothing no more because we all know what songs or album was the hottest for real. Yeah, no, that's not true. But I will talk about that in a second. A Grammy is a nice bucket list item, though, but once you blow, it's like boxing, bro. If you win it don't mean as much. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, you need to have. I don't think people understand, especially if you're not in that industry. There are check marks that you get that boost your price up.
Like I said, I could totally see that. That's why I spoke of notoriety in the beginning.
So, and you see it all the time when they're promoting a movie, six-time Oscar nominee, so and so,
right?
3-time Oscar winner, so and so. When you win, and every time you get looks
Oscar good on your resume.
Not only does it look great on your resume, it's my price goes up.
Exactly.
So to a fan and to someone who's casual, no, getting a Grammy don't even mean nothing to you no more. No, you're right, it don't. And it might not mean a lot to a Drake when you're already making as much as you make. But to another art, like, you got, like, people tend to think that like Drakes are like laying around the entertainment industry. Drake is one of one, nigga. Like, and Beyonce is one of one. Yep. Like, you're talking about
selective,
like very, like less than 1% of the industry. Yep. Those are the Drakes. Those are the Beyoncés. Those are like those people,
are the Weekends.
Them niggas don't care. But if you think
the Ed Sheerans, right?
But if you think that, you know, let's just say new art. If you think Black would turn down getting the Grammy to be able to charge more, if you think that Post Malone is turning them shits down,
never.
Not you wildin'.
No.
Nominations and wins sell tickets. Exactly, baby. Thank you.
Exactly.
You're right. I definitely understand the price going up when you get a Grammy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's a money game. All right. So now that we've all
segue
moved on to that, let's move on to something I think we can all get agree on. Charleston White versus Black people.
What was the name of that character?
Uncle Ruckus.
And then Dave Chappelle also made a skit of too. What was his name?
Not Tyrone.
Yeah, it was Tyrone Biggums.
Tyrone Biggums is a crackhead.
Yeah, Biggums is the crackhead, right? Well, whoever
Clayton
he was,
Bigsby.
Clayton Bigsby. There you go.
Clayton Bigsby.
Charleston Clayton Bigsby White. Yeah.
I find it funny his last name is White.
More pun intended.
I refuse to play. I had it. I had a clip.
No, don't play that. No.
I had a couple clips and I refused to play it the same way I refused to play the Alex Jones clip.
No.
Because what I need to say about Charleston White is very simple. I kind of went off of my Twitter about it a little bit this week.
Hey.
Charleston White.
I like the way you said that. Charleston White.
He has
like a news anchor.
He made himself big by going on the internet and doing lame nigga fuck shit on the internet. Like bothering artists and like antagonizing rappers and doing Vlad interviews and talking about he would snitch because he still know where he still got a couple bodies on niggas that he could use to get out of jail. Like talking about all the stuff about like calling the police on niggas that come around him, talking about people, kids, praising, like literally made a video talking about like, I hope you like bad about Nipsey Hussle getting killed. He just talking bad about dead rappers and praising that shit and like everything about this nigga's lame. He even had a video out not too long ago that came out about him talking about how he raped a white woman and about how some women deserve to be raped. And
these are the type of people that get this cult-like following, which is so disturbing.
What kills me about it is he gets a lot of this time because he gets on Vlad, because he says this shit and these Instagram like people just move towards it. He said some disrespectful shit about Bun and Pimp C, and Bun just kind of brushed it off. was like, yo, I spend my time saying, caring about positive shit. And that's what I do on my Twitter and on my social networks. I spend a lot of time talking about positive shit, not the shit we don't like. On here, we talk about everything because that is what we have to do. Because nobody want to tune in and just listen to us talk about all the shit we love all the fucking time. That's not entertaining. We have to talk about shit that we don't like. And Charleston White is the nigga I don't like.
Exactly.
I don't like that nigga, and I know he run around with security and police,
of course,
and all that, and
all the nonsense he talks.
You's a coward,
and I think he does it more so because
you's a coward.
He knows he's gonna get the attention.
You's a coward, nigga.
Talking about getting to the ring and all this with people, like, shut the fuck.
Ain't nobody getting in no ring with you, my nigga. I promise you, T.I. Yo, Tip, chill out, bro. Tip, my nigga. There ain't no need. Like, I just shout out to Tip and his family. That's been a big homie since I was like 17. 18. Yo, shout out. Like,
I'm just glad people like Bun B, for instance, like you just mentioned, are like basically tuning him out. That's what everyone else needs to do about Charleston White.
You gotta
tune him out.
Gotta chill out.
You gotta tune out these.
Gotta chill out.
These bullshit ass public figures, that spew all this nonsense online, Alex Jones included, and everyone else.
See, I'm gonna tell you that life. I'm gonna tell you why I feel about Alex Jones. I'm disgusted by him as a human being, but I don't have children. I wasn't part of the travesty. I am just a disgusted onlooker looking and going, I didn't believe they made niggas like you. Charleston White is directly targeting my culture, my demographic, right. Motherfuckers that I see. He calls the police on groups of black men and screams he has a gun while he's pointing at random black men. Nigga, you know how that could turn out.
Of course.
You know how that could turn out.
That could turn out very deadly.
You run into niggas out here with you pepper sprayed Soldier Boy. When like you talk all this shit,
it's
and
just,
then when you meet niggas outside somewhere, you got a million securities with you. You's a coward, nigga.
But he's bold online.
You's a coward.
Facebook warrior ass.
You's a coward. And I ain't got nothing else to say for it. You's a coward, nigga. And I hope
replies.
We're gonna get into that, and we're gonna get into things I saw on the internet and get up out of here.
Yeah, but get up out of here.
We don't say what we need to say, my nigga. You's a coward. Somebody gonna get to you.
Exactly.
Somebody gonna touch you one day, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody gonna catch you, my nigga.
Yep.
All right, hold on. What we talking about?
6ix9ine.
Cuddy, Clayton Bigsby, yes sir. Y'all seen Charleston White of him admitting the rape? Yep. Bro is insane with that. Yeah, crazy. I think Charleston White on another level. I truly think he the feds. He might be, Kevin.
He could be, Tub.
We are society in which the more out of pocket something is, the more
people want to watch. Yeah, and they want to consume it, which is very disturbing.
He's truly a bait for black people. Yeah, you're right, Tev.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. D said Bun B not wasting his time.
Exactly.
I agree. Rest in peace, pimp. So rest in peace, Pimp C. So what we're gonna do here? We're gonna go ahead and get into before we get into that
internet.
The Jason merch. Go get you some.
Yes.
Go get you some Jason merch.
Get yourself a nice cup, a nice t-shirt.
Get you some joggers.
Yep.
Get you some socks.
Get you a nice hoodie. Nice warm hoodie for this fall.
Get you a pillow. We got
on the
pillows.
Merch store. Everybody who's tuning in right now, you don't have to spend a lot of money because our merch store is not that expensive. So everybody who's tuning in at the moment, if you can contribute, just know that we are doing this solely for support because we actually support ourselves. We're our own bosses and we make our own money as well.
And if you ain't got money to donate here, that's understandable. Niggas be broke. It be happening.
Mm-hmm.
Go, share, like, follow, all that shit. Subscribe on YouTube. All that shit matter. Exactly. Everything you do matter. Yep. You know what I mean? So if you ain't subscribed on YouTube, go do it. If you know a nigga who like this, go share the video. Tell them to subscribe.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's how this works.
We on Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Podfolk. We around. Yep. Just Google us.
There you go. That sounded very Hollywood of you. Just Google me.
That was the intent.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead. Oh, wait. Go Stros, Beyonce.
Oh, hell no with
The
that Go
Dodgers. Oh, what?
Stros. You talking to Yankees right here, bro. Hell no.
Fuck the Astros. Them
We
cheating ass
don't
niggas.
mess with no cheaters around here, bro.
Niggas out of here.
And don't come out with this everybody's doing it thing.
Nah, ain't nobody. Nah, get out of here.
Get the hell out of
cheating
here.
ass
Yo, we
niggas.
Yankees. Get
I
the
can't believe
hell
we
out of
lost
here with
last
the
night too.
Stros.
We lost last night and we lost game.
That was a
at
bitter
home.
defeat.
Yeah, last night was trash. It's all right.
Nobody
It's all
care
right.
about the Astros, but their fans down there.
It's all right. We got this. We got to win the next 2 games. We got this.
Nobody cares about no Astros.
Yeah, nobody can no fuck about
outside of Houston.
Cheating ass Astros. What you got to say? I know fucking well. Pine top nigga. Oh yeah. You niggas is filthy. Out here cheating ass niggas.
Stealing signs and shit.
Yeah, I ain't talking to you no more, nigga. All right, so this is the first thing I found. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got a couple more because last week I didn't have none. So I just stacked up some of the cool things I found on the internet.
Well, can you save some for next week though?
Nope. I'm going right through these.
Yeah.
Bang.
Oh my god. Oh my god, he on X Games mode. Oh my god. Oh my god, he on X Games mode.
What was that, a deer?
That was a deer jumping over a car. So
that was the most athletic deer I've ever seen, because usually they just run into cars.
That's what I was saying. He cleared the whole car, bro. That was crazy.
Yeah, I think that deer has black lineage.
It might be an elk.
Yeah.
So this is one of the reasons I have trust issues.
You can be my new thing.
Ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no.
You can be my new thing.
So she started off looking like somebody's nice 21-year-old wife, and she looked like somebody's 45-year-old grandma now with the makeup off.
Crazy.
They had tape on her face, my nigga, to hold the wrinkles back.
Crazy, bro.
That is wild.
Yeah, that is wild. Got to be careful, pop folk.
Be careful.
See this? This is my boomstick.
He was ejected for that hit.
Let me see that again.
See this? This is my boomstick.
He let in with the shoulder, not with the crown of the helmet.
That's
he shouldn't have been ejected. Yeah, that's just a clean hit.
That's a clean hit. He smoked.
I mean, it's not a textbook tackle by any means, but it was a clean hit.
Smoked that nigga's boots. Got that nigga up out of here.
Basically. That's what happens when you go over the middle. If you play football, you know what I'm talking about. Woo, yeah.
No man's land. Jesus Christ.
Middle of the field.
Only the strong survived there. Only the strong survive come across the middle.
That's a fact. That's why Randy Moss didn't go through the middle that much, because
he stayed his ass on the side, straight fly route.
Exactly.
Straight fly route. Throw it up. I ain't going across the middle with the monsters in there.
The linebackers and them safeties flying in like they missing.
We ain't doing that. D said that's a clean hit too. I agree.
Hold
up. Y'all ready for some learning? You know what? Let's go back to one big hit and then we'll go back to some learning.
This Gardner keeps getting power bomb, dog.
One more time.
This Gardner keeps getting power bomb, dog.
Was that a part of the script?
He powerbombed that nigga 3 times.
Yikes.
In a row. And that was a big ass man.
Caned him 3 times.
Jesus Christ. Okay, now we're going to get a little educational. I'm not going to tell you what we're getting educational about because you niggas will not watch it. So here we go.
somebody actually, I posted this on like one of my Instagram stories, and someone actually pointed out the fact that I have issues probably with my insecurity. My sexuality is what I meant to say, Pop Folk. I'm sorry. And I was just posting it because I just found it like, just pretty gruesome and pretty bizarre. And I guess my thing basically going through some type of crazy process that, we just finished seeing. But that's the only reason why I posted it, but I told the person that if I do intend on getting that type of surgery, they'll be the first ones to know. Yeah.
my thing is, if
I want to get a twat out, you'll be the first one to know, and you know who you are.
If anybody knows me, they know I just, first off, if I don't know how something works or how it happens, I'm going to go and find out.
So for those listening, can we describe actually what we just saw?
It was the surgery. It was a digital version of the surgery of turning a penis into a vagina. That is what it was.
Yep.
So, and it wasn't an actual penis. It was all digital, but it literally
digital
shows
rendering,
you,
right,
a digital rendering of what happens, and it showed you from the beginning to the end. And for me, I had no idea how they did it. Now I know.
Until now.
It does, like it's like it doesn't bother me. Like it doesn't bother, like I don't know, bro. Like I've just I can put it to you this way. I've learned this over the course of time.
Mm-hmm.
When you are overly, like, dudes who are like, oh my God, why would you show the niggas who be super over masculine or over the top about dick, they gay on the low. They gay on the low. Because this wasn't about this wasn't about sex. This wasn't nothing, like, it was literally about nothing. Surgery, my nigga.
Right. Just
surgery.
the rendering. Just the rendering.
A digital dick. And if you are yo, you niggas is mad gay, B. You probably gay for real. You probably gay. Like the dudes who that be giving on too much. Anybody who does that in anything. Like if I show you, like if you watch Dahmer on Netflix, we didn't talk about that. We can talk about that next week. If you watch Dahmer's interesting. But if I see one of them, yo, Dahmer, I don't know, like just being overly exuberant about anything, nigga, like overly against anything. I'm gotta worry about you. Gotta worry about you a little bit because you probably doing that shit.
You probably got a little bit of sugar in your tank.
You probably really out here killing people and eating bodies. You know what I mean? You over here talking about, I can't stand cheaters. Cheaters are the worst niggas in the world. They need to be destroyed. You're probably out here fucking other bitches on your wife.
Exactly.
That's just me. Hold up. That was personal as fuck. That hit. At least one of those, he hit his head. Not cool. Yeah, Grace said that he did hit his head on the power bomb. Again, y'all never fell. Show me something I shouldn't have seen.
I'll be damned.
I'll be damned, said D Drunk. Why did I just watch a man's stuff get cut off? Technically, it didn't get cut off. It got
like molded.
It got cut and then flipped inside out and then molded.
Right. Yeah.
So it actually didn't get cut off. That's not what you watched.
Into a coochie. I mean, there was cutting involved, but they didn't cut his.
Yeah, they didn't cut it off.
They didn't cut the member off, right?
No. It didn't bother me, but when they cut the head off, I felt that. Yeah, no, yeah, I'm not going to lie to you.
I think that's why I posted it. At that point, I was like, ugh.
I was like, oh, that's how they're getting in. Okay, yeah, cool. The one question I did have, and I don't know if it works that way, because it's a created vagina. Does it still, like, how does it get wet? Like, does it naturally, like, secrete moisture, or do you have to use lube every time? That would be the question I would have. I'm gonna go look that up as soon as we're done.
Right. That's actually an interesting question. Yeah.
And again, I'm just curious how it works. Yep. Okay, next thing.
Yeah, pussy. We out here making everything. It's something new for all my gun owners. And this time, I don't even give a fuck if them bitches dirty. 30. Put the Glock in your hand. Glock, Glock, Glock in your hand. Bop, bop. Glock, Glock, Glock in your hand. Now.
Dang, yeah, I love it.
Some people have a lot of time. I'm telling you, pop folks, some people have a lot of time to make these skits online. Yeesh.
Nigga said they cut that thing down, flipped it, and reversed it. Cuddy, you are 100% correct. That is exactly what they did.
With the Missy reference.
That is exactly what they did, Cuddy. Okay, so hold up. Right. Did that already.
So okay, you like girls? I mean, I like what I like. I like you. You do? I do. You'll fuck me. Would you say it like that? Because would you fuck me? Yeah, I would. So who on top? Me? Ah. It's definitely giving top, you know that. Okay, I'll be about it for you.
Bro, I can't even be mad. When he walked by the first time hearing that conversation, nigga had the popcorn and said, hold up.
I gotta eavesdrop on this.
And then he came back in nothing but the drawers.
No,
hey,
crazy.
you can't ruin that conversation because then you're gonna ruin everything.
Yeah. It's like that conversation in the barbershop.
Bro,
with the fellas.
Can't ruin the conversation, guys. Because if you ruin it, you ruined everything.
Yeah.
You gotta kind of just ease in after they start already. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just one of those. Okay.
Just be that fly on the wall.
There you go. And I think that might have been it. Yeah.
Okay.
But because that was it, I'm gonna play it one more time. You know what? No, I'm not. I'm not gonna play it anymore. I'm gonna say,
stand up, let me see something. Stand up, let me see something.
yeah, again, go get that Dave plus Sam Love Feels right now.
Support.
It's on YouTube. Go watch it. It's a dope video. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the end of the show. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Thank y'all. Hey, tomorrow, the OT on Convos. Me, Nikki, Grace, maybe Jay, if he decides to show up.
My Monday's a shot, bro.
Hey, it's okay. And going forward, we probably will be moving the day of the week. Me and Jay are going to have that conversation because Sundays was always supposed to be temporary. It has now, I think, officially run its temporary course. We will have a time and date for you guys ASAP. And yes. So again, tune in, subscribe, do all that good shit. We appreciate y'all tuning in. We love y'all. We appreciate all of you.
Appreciate you.
We out here.
We out.